So this is one of about 24 snake nesting structures that Long Point Basin Land Trust has built. The idea is to create habitat for snakes such as gray rat snake or eastern fox snake or milk snake to nest. The organic material that we've installed inside a wire frame could be anything from straw to peat moss to leaves, wood chips, basically anything that will decompose. And as that material decomposes, it gives off a little bit of heat. And some of these large snakes that happen to be some of our most at-risk species will in the late spring lay eggs, and a couple of months later the eggs will hatch, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll have created some constructed habitats that help endangered species, and in the fall you might actually be lucky enough to see some of the young hatch out. One of the things that's really changed in the forest is that there really isn't a lot of old growth forest left. And it's those old forests, such as our Jackson Gun Nature Reserve, that have trees that uproot or rot out. And all of those old trees that rot and fall down have a lot of organic matter. And as they rot, those are good spots for some of these snakes to nest. So in younger forests, there isn't a lot of organic matter on the ground. So this idea of creating these habitats is it gives a spot where there is decomposition and organic matter, and that's sort of the nesting site for some of these species. The other thing that's a bonus, I mean, all this is essentially is a big compost container. The wire cage not only holds the material in, it also helps keep predators out. So things like raccoons or possum that might get into a snake's nest are kept out by the wire cage. And we're about 5 foot cubed. But essentially anything that functions as a large composter works. And we get calls from some of our volunteers saying, hey, our compost pile, I think we've got milk snakes nesting in it. And some of our other volunteers have said, we've had a pile of wood chips in the out back and we've got fox snakes nesting. What should we do? Just leave it alone for a couple of months and let them hatch.